So your firm has identified a risk. Now what? You can't just stare at it. You have to take a choice. Welcome to Reading 2, where we learn how firms actually manage their financial risk. It all boils down to four core strategies. First, accept the risk. This is for risks that are too small to worry about, or maybe it's a risk your investor actually want. Think of a gold mining company. Its investors probably want exposure to the price of gold. Second, avoid the risk. This one's simple. Just stop doing the risk activity, like selling of a trouble troublesome business unit. Third, mitigate the risk. This means reducing the exposure, not eliminating it. A bank might mitigate credit risk. Risk is requiring more collateral or charging higher interest. Okay, so finally, transfer the risk. This is where you pay someone else to take the risk, and this is the big one. It's where insurance and derivative comes in. Most of these chapters focus on transferring the risk, which we call hedging. But why even bother? In practice, this hedge to increase their financial stability, which can lower their cost of capital and make business planning easier. But in theory, and you will be tested on this economics like Modigl and Miller argued that in a perfect market, hedging is irrelevant. Why? Because they said investor can just diversify away firm specific risk themselves for free. Of course, we don't live in a perfect market. Hedging has a real cost and a real complexity. So, how does a firm decide? It starts at the top. The board of directors sets the firm's risk appetite. That's the level and the type of risk the firm is willing to accept meet its goal. Once you know your appetite, you can use specific tools to hedge operations and financial risk, like managing pricing risk, uh, foreign currency risk, and interest rate risk using forward future swap and options. So the key takeaway for chapter 2 is this: managing risk doesn't just about buying fancy derivatives. It's a strategic decision set by the board's risk appetite, and it always comes down to one of four choice: accept, avoid, mitigate, or transfer. Thank you.